Hi everyone, welcome to a new episode of What's Blooming. This week we have Alexandra interviewing Madison Schill from Livescale, an up-and-coming Montreal-based company specializing in live shopping. Madison will share everything you need to know about live shopping, from how it works to how to get started. If you want to learn more about live shopping, keep watching.
How are you?
I'm great. How are you doing?
Good. Thank you so much. Thank you for coming. So welcome, and tell me a little bit about yourself and also about Livescale.
Yes, so my name is Madison Schill. I lead communications here at Livescale, which is a Montreal-based live shopping startup that really is changing the way that brands are engaging with their customers anywhere. So what live shopping and Livescale really is at a glance is we totally combine three things that brands are already doing into one seamless solution. And those three things are live stream video, a really seamless e-commerce connection, which is allowing people to buy within an experience. So that's just really incredible when it comes to overall conversion rates, and also the ability for the brand to have full ownership over all of this activity. So at Livescale, we're a SaaS and we're white label. So we really just work to give brands the tools to create events that look like them, that feel like them, that are fully owned and operated by them, and that can live wherever their customers are. And these events are super user-friendly. There's no app to download. You can create as many as you want, and it's all connected to your e-commerce. So you've got full control that way, and you're able to really understand how your audience is using your products, talking about your products, and shopping about your products, all thanks to the sales-focused and engagement-focused modules that we also build within the experience as well.
That's amazing. And so you've been having a lot of recent success, which I'd like to talk about as well. But before we do, for those that don't know what live shopping is, can you give us a description?
Totally. So live shopping is really the seamless and simultaneous combination of social media and e-commerce activities. So, most people, to really talk about a new product or to have a bit of a moment with their communities, they'll do an Instagram or a YouTube live where, it's really about awareness. But at the end of the day, if someone wants to buy something, they'll have to leave the experience to make a purchase. And that can really sort of harm your overall conversion rates. And with how distracted the customer of today is, it's not always the best. So with Livescale and what we call live shopping, it takes the friction out of that experience. And also it takes the ownership back to the brand. So you have all access to the data and the information around that experience. So you're actually able to have a live stream, scroll through products, learn about products, talk directly to the people that are working for the brand, and then buy what you're seeing in real time directly in the experience. So live shopping really is about like that QVC model where you only have 30 minutes to an hour to make a purchase, but for the TikTok generation, we like to say.
Yeah, and what's amazing, and maybe you can talk a little bit about this, it's directly integrated, and especially I have a Shopify, it's really directed seamlessly into the platforms. Like you're saying, you don't need to leave the live on another platform, but you can shop right in the website. So maybe talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, it's really, really special. So depending on what e-commerce platform you're on as a brand, it takes truly anywhere between 2 clicks to 2 hours to sort of integrate things. We're really working as well to be able to integrate to every single e-commerce platform. But at the moment, we can integrate seamlessly into Shopify and Salesforce Commerce Cloud, which are some, of course, really popular heavy hitters for many brands around the world.
Yes.
What that looks like for the consumer and is that basically you'll be able to buy seamlessly. And the moment that you enter your information, it connects directly to whatever information you may have already entered with that brand. So if you have loyalty points, if you have something like that, it goes through no problem. Also, if you're a new customer to that brand, they automatically know you, they'll automatically welcome you into that community, and you'll automatically begin to learn more. So there's that integration there that's really, really beautiful. For the brand, it's super special because you'll be able to do a live event, just focus on having a great live event, and at the end of the experience, all of those orders are already in your back end and you don't have to do anything additional. So it's just really special that way. And brands are loving it because it's super easy and turnkey.
Absolutely. And what's great also about the platform is that, like you said, it'll give you like that link. You can integrate it directly onto like the banner of your homepage. Can you also like link it to other areas to make it easier for users to join the live shopping experience?
Totally. So our team at Livescale is really smart in the sense that they've created our Livescale dashboard that clients use to be very similar to like a CRM or a HubSpot, where you just can kind of go in and copy and paste and choose all your messaging and pick your own branding, and voila, you have a live shopping event. The great thing too is every time you create a live shopping event, you have the chance to create a custom URL, and that can be shared to give access to viewers. So the really cool thing is that this URL can effectively be shared wherever your audience might be, whether that's in a WhatsApp, in a Facebook group, in paid media, as you mentioned as well, which is super, super amazing because you just have the chance to really gain that new customer base in a really easy way. We see up to a 40% new client acquisition rate with a lot of our events. And also, newsletters, which is really amazing, SMS, text blasts, all of those types of things. And of course, on social media through that swipe up, through that link in bio, which can really make it feel like you're creating an embedded and immersed experience when in the end of the day, you're able to own that data in a way that you couldn't if you were doing it natively on one platform or one app.
Definitely, yeah. And so it's becoming extremely popular. For example, last year Instagram rolled out live shopping. Facebook just did extremely recently. So what, in your opinion, explains the rise in interest and of lives and shoppable content?
Totally. I mean, for the longest time, social media in the West has really been a discovery tool. It's really been about raising awareness. And so that really the top of the funnel activity. And it only makes sense now that our decision making is getting faster and snappier, and we see it now and we want it now, that these platforms would want to offer that final step in the funnel to their customers. So as we've seen in China for well over 10 years now, this see now, buy now, quick emotional purchasing and that convenience is something that we're really seeing be adopted and quickly, obviously accelerated by what we're seeing, what we saw happen in 2020. So it's been really great to see brands sort of also jump in on this trend because it's educating the consumer and it's making the consumer want to have that option when they're looking at something cool to buy it in real time.
That's amazing. And what value would you say does the live bring to the brand?
The live is something where it can be very scary in the beginning because for the longest time, especially with legacy brands, we've really gotten comfortable in the polished, clean, super aspirational commercials, things like that to sell product and the magazine spreads, things like that. But what we're really witnessing now is that fundamental shift with the customer just wanting to talk and relate to a real person. And that's what drives sales. That's what makes us feel good. That's what I love seeing as well as a customer. And so the live element is really the thing that makes it so special because you're able to see yourself in the brand in a moment when some of the brands have never given that opportunity before. So you'll see brands like Lancôme, who are not native digital brands, having incredibly successful events, incredibly high sales conversion rates because they've got someone who knows the product, who can relate to the customer, showcasing actually how to use these products and making you feel like you can use them too. So we're seeing a shift to that relatability and that humanity with the customer, and live shopping is the way that that's manifesting for a lot of brands right now.
That's amazing. Yeah, I completely agree. And something that we've done, we did one with Bloom and Jenny Bird. And I think what was so incredible about, and we have to think about it as an experience, because I think that's really what it gives. Like you're saying, the user, you feel part of the brand. And with Jenny Bird, we had the founder there, and they were talking about the product and they were explaining it. And the success of that was within the hour we generated about 20,000 in sales. So that it was the effect of the experience, having other people live, seeing them ask questions, being part of it, and seeing firsthand like the owner of a company or the founder of a specific product, like that really does give the consumer that added value. They can see not only that, but like the community, like, hey, oh, this person has the same question as me, or oh my God, I didn't even think about, using this product this way, but that's like exactly what I'm looking for. So it gives that amazing brand experience, almost like an activation that you would do live, in person, but you have that live on your phone.
Totally. I mean, when was the last time that you had access to a brand's founder when you were shopping at that brand? It's incredible. And even with things like webinars or master classes, we had some really compelling data come out from one of our clients, Dermalogica in Canada. And they said that in just a 1 hour Livescale event, they were able to generate more sales than they did in their 9 master classes they had done in the past combined. So, giving the viewer the opportunity to make a purchase while they're being inspired actively is the game changer. And that is something that, in addition to having access to people that are just true experts and know so much more than, we could ever know about a brand, super fans of Jenny Bird too, it's amazing. I am a client and customer of those Jenny Bird live shopping events because they're so special, and they create such beautiful deals that you really can't get any other time.
Exactly. And going live though, I mean, it can definitely be challenging. So what advice would you give a brand looking to go live?
For sure, start small. Just start small and incremental, and to not be afraid to test and learn. I really hearken this back to what it felt like when Instagram was first starting or YouTube was first starting, and people were trying to figure out what this new sales channel was, what this new social media network was, how to really make it work, and what kind of people are going to be on this, and what kind of audience should we address. So really starting small, really understanding that you're building something that's not a replacement for anything that you're currently doing, but actually something that's really never happened before for us, which is really, rare and special in the e-commerce and brand space. And to also just be able to let go of any expectations, focus on one thing that as a brand you want to get out of each of your live shopping events, and then really celebrate that if it happens and learn from that as you go. But to not put too much pressure on yourself. I think, a great live shopping event can simply just look like you and I having this conversation and be like some sort of a shoppable moment at the bottom. But that authenticity is going to take you a really long way, and also thorough education. With a live video, you'll see that you'll have 3 times more time to talk and educate your consumer than you would a piece of standard content. So you'll have time to say, this is why this innovation is great. This is why what you might be using currently may not measure up. Here's our solution, and here's the deal you'll get if you buy it now. That's really special. And so also being able to promote it, talk about it, raise awareness. Don't feel that just because you create an event, your audience will come. You really want to spread the word and spread the word often, and test and learn, I think, would be the biggest thing that we could say as well.
That's such great advice, Madison. And specifically on your last point, spreading the word and making sure that everyone is aware of it and what you're going to be offering. We did another webinar with you on how to craft a live shopping strategy. So we'll definitely link that for more details as to how to get your emailing set up, creating a buzz on social media. So that's definitely a big component of it, on top of actually hosting that live event.
It's a huge component. It's super important. And, when you have an audience, where they are. And so with Livescale, we really kind of give you the opportunity to send access to this event wherever that may be.
That's amazing. And so where do you see things going for live shopping in the coming years?
It's a huge question, because I think if you were to ask our team, if we were to see this happen and this acceleration happen so quickly, we definitely wouldn't have said this. It's a huge new industry. It's a huge new vertical. And it's been very, very inspiring to see specifically Canadian brands just take it by storm and become leaders in the space. For example, we're seeing live shopping festivals happen. The first one happening tomorrow. L'Oreal Canada is partnering with Sephora and launching a week of live shopping festivals with all of these different brands. There's over 20 events. It's super, super exciting. Hosted by TV personalities, TikTok stars, really like a melding of worlds in a sense. So I see a lot of that happening. I see a lot of extensions of the sales that we know and love, like Black Friday, Cyber Monday, also becoming a part of the live shopping world for these brands as well. I also see the opportunity for a lot of media brands and publications to get in on the mix and enhance their advertising collaborations in this space. There's also a really interesting way to sort of see internal events and masterclasses and those training sessions. Maybe wholesale will become a really big thing for live shopping, where you can train all of your retailers at once as a brand and have them order their inventory through this platform. So it's really a situation where the limit does not exist. And in China, for example, the most popular category is produce and agriculture. You're seeing a lot of Chinese farmers selling their goods and their wares through live shopping. And that's something that I would have never believed. So, it's just really incredible. And, we're seeing a lot more industries expanding. Technology for sure. Automotive is becoming a thing. Also travel, those experiential moments can be done through live shopping. Cooking classes, meal kit plans, for example. So even actually like daily household goods like laundry detergent, things like that can be done very effectively with live shopping. So that's sort of what I see is a bit more of an expansion into, those daily moments that actually can be very, very fun for people.
Wow, that sounds very rich, full of possibilities, and I think we often think about it in the e-commerce space, but like you're saying, there's so many possibilities, and I really do hope to see that expansion there because the experience is really like none other. So I wish you and the team so much success, and we're going to be collaborating more and more in the very near future. So thank you so much for coming and sharing your amazing advice and knowledge with us.
Thank you so much. We love the team at Bloom, and all the best to you guys as well. See you soon, hopefully in person as well.
Absolutely. See you soon.
Bye.
Thank you so much, Madison and Alexandra. That was a great conversation. There's no doubt that live shopping is a trend that's here to stay, and we look forward to seeing more brands kind of take on that challenge in the next few months. For our viewers, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.